Good morning.
Good morning to you.
So, how are you on this wonderful day?
I am wonderful.
Good. You've been painting today, painting your ornaments?
Yes, I have. It keeps me busy.
That's right. That's a good thing to do.
It is.
Okay, so we're making this video so that all of your grandchildren in the future can refer back to it and know things about their grandmother that they don't already know. Right? So,
That's if they really care to know.
I am sure that they definitely do.
Okay.
I know a couple that definitely would want to know stuff. So, I'm trying to think of what people may not already know. So, where were you born?
I was born in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Mm-hmm. And you lived there until you were probably, I don't know how old you were, 5 or 6?
When I was 7, we moved to New Jersey.
Okay.
Blackwood, New Jersey.
Yep. And your dad bought that house, which was kind of just like a cinder block room at the time, right?
It was it was two rooms. He partitioned it off.
Okay. And then he just added on to the house over time,
Yes.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It was like a split level then.
Yeah. Yep. He had the upstairs and the downstairs and the. Okay. And then, where'd you go to high school?
Triton Regional High School.
Mm-hmm. Do you know who your best friends were?
Oh, goodness. Probably you. Oh, no. Because you weren't born yet.
No, but what about Sue Bagnato?
Sue Bagnato and I were very, very close friends for years. And then she passed away about 4 or 5 years ago.
And then Sue Cristelli.
So Cristelli. She was another friend.
Yeah.
And
Joni.
Joni, yes, Joni was. And I had a lot of friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. But then you graduated and you got a job working at Penn Mutual.
I certainly did. I was making money then.
And that's right. And that was in Philadelphia.
Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Yes. And so one day you were working opening mail.
Yes.
And someone came walking across the room.
Oh, yes.
Like a soldier.
Like a soldier. He was like marching. He was very stiff and marching. And it turned out to be Ken Acey. I went, oh my God, I have to know who was that guy. And they told me his name, and I went, oh, you have to introduce me to him.
Right, so later on, that man that you said that to, he called you over and he said, Ken, come here. This is Donna. She wanted me to introduce you to her.
Yes, that's exactly what he did.
Mm-hmm.
And I was very embarrassed and turned really, really red.
Yeah.
But I was thrilled that he did it.
Yes. And then on your breaks at work, you would sneak up to Dad's floor and watch him.
Yeah, I would.
Mm-hmm.
Well, because he was very attractive and he was, caught my eye. He really did. He caught my eye.
Mm-hmm. And then your first official date, spur of the moment date, was the night of the company Christmas party. You drove your friends home. Dad followed you. And then you ran inside the house and asked your mom if you could please go to Atlantic City with them. It was snowing. And you guys were, do you remember that?
Yes,
Yes.
I do.
And you drove down there. Yep. And then 6 months later, you eloped. And you went to...
You know more than I do now.
She's giving your story.
You went to... Yeah, I am. You went to Elkton, Maryland.
Yes.
And you and Dad had nicknames for each other. Do you remember what they were?
No.
You called him Arnie.
Oh, that's right.
And he called you Monique.
Monique. Wow, I don't remember that one either. See, you get old, you don't remember things.
You used to give each other cards, then write it in there. That's how I knew about that.
Oh.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, that was kind of nice time of my life.
Yep. And then you lived with Honey and Granddad right after you were married.
Yes, they wanted us to move in there, and
To help you out and get well. Yeah.
well, they had extra room for us, so we probably his old bedroom. We
Oh, it
probably moved in there.
probably was.
Probably.
And then you had your first child.
Yes, I did. His name was Kenneth A.C. Jr.
Yes. Yes. And then after a couple months, you moved down the street. Do you remember where you moved?
Yeah, it was in an apartment. His brother Don
Yes.
and his wife, they had an apartment upstairs in their house, and so we moved in there.
Yep, up in the attic.
Yes,
Yep.
it was. It wasn't an attic, but it was nice. You know,
Mm-hmm. It was hot.
it was hot. Yes, it was, but we had fans. We got fans.
Yep.
So
Yeah, and then after that, you were able to buy your own house.
yes, we did,
Yeah.
and that was what was that? 612?
Nope.
No,
Starts
what,
with a 5.
what was it?
5.
515.
Yes, that's it.
515.
West Graceberry Avenue. Yes. Yep. And then, ta-da! I came along.
You sure did.
Yep.
That was wonderful too, because I always wanted to have children.
Mm-hmm. And then you had another boy.
Yes, I did. And that was Kenny. Yep, it was Kenny AC. And then after that,
It was Stephen.
Stephen AC.
Mm-hmm. And then that was it. You had 3 kids.
Yep.
We got a dog.
Oh yeah,
You remember our dog? Yeah. Farrah?
Farrah. I love Farrah.
Yeah. And then we moved.
Where did we move?
We moved to Alabama.
Wow. We just moved from there to Alabama.
Yep.
How about that?
I know. That was 77, right?
1977?
August 77.
Whew. I'm really traveling.
Yep. Yep. And we lived there for a while. Well, we lived there for a very, very, very long time.
Yeah, I guess so.
But then you got a job after a couple of years. I think Dad wanted you to give us a year to adjust. And then you got a job at Protective Life Insurance
Yes.
Company, where you met your best friend and sidekick. You used to go to the bathroom together all the time.
And that would be
Janine.
Janine Cuff.
Yes.
Oh my heavens, that's right.
That's right.
Oh.
You and Janine.
Yeah, she was a precious lady.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You used to also have a really good friend named Deanna. I can't remember her
Deanna
last
Phillips.
name. Yeah, Phillips. That's right.
She
That's
was really a hoot.
She was a hoot, man. She's the one who baked that cake and put X-Lax in it. Because remember she made a cake?
And put X-Lax in it.
Well, at first she made it, and I think it was for one of the kids' birthdays, and she told her husband not to touch it, and he ate it. And she was so mad, she went home and made another one filled with X-Lax and told him not to touch that one. And he ate it, and he was sorry. Yes.
Well, he got what he deserved.
That's true. Yep. So we grew up there in Birmingham. And then you had your first grandchild.
My first grandchild
Mm-hmm.
was Kenny AC. Was that him?
No,
No.
he was your second.
Oh, okay. My first grandchild was Kim.
No, it was a girl.
Oh, it was a girl.
Yes.
Okay. What was her name?
And Well, I'm going to give you a hint because this will help tell you. Because we lived in your house at the time. So when she was born, we came to live with you and Dad.
Okay.
And her name was Amber.
Amber Killingsworth now.
Yes. Well, Amber Hyde now, but yes.
Amber Hyde?
Mhm.
Oh, she got married again, huh?
Well, she
All
She-
right.
she was only married one time.
Okay.
Yeah, her name was Killingsworth because Brad adopted her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it gets confusing. I know. She was originally AC, and then I got married, and he adopted her, and then she just got married. So.
Okay.
Yep,
I'm glad you remember all this stuff.
I do. Yeah, I gave birth to her, so I remember. Yep, and then, but Kenny and her are really close because Kenny was born. Amber was born in June. Kenny was born in February.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Mm-hmm. And then right after that, well, not right after that, like a couple years later, Stephen got married to Laura,
Right.
and they had a baby. They had a little boy, and that was Ryan.
Wow.
Yep. And then,
Going way back. I'm glad you remember all these.
Mhm. yeah. And Laura already had Courtney. Courtney was a little baby when they
Yeah.
first started dating. She wasn't even a year old. So, yeah. They had Courtney and Ryan. And then, trying to think, I guess, yeah, I had Robert next. That's right. I'd married Brad.
Oh, that was my special boy.
I had Robert, yeah. And then Stephen and Laura divorced. And Stephen married Susie. And Susie had Garrett.
Mm-hmm.
And then, well, I left out Corey. Sorry.
Okay.
Corey was born 7 months after Robert.
Okay.
So there's pretty much the same difference in
Mhm.
Amber and Kenny, and then Robert and Corey. Yeah. And then Susie and Stephen
Mm-hmm.
had Matthew.
Mm-hmm.
And then they had their last son, which was Tyler.
How about that?
Yeah. Yep. And then the grandkids grew up. And then Amber got pregnant. And she had your only great grandson. Do you know who that is? That's Hayden.
Hayden. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
You can tell I'm old and I forget things.
Well, we all forget things sometimes. Yeah. He's going to be 11 this month.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So then 2 years ago, you moved down here to Florida,
Mm-hmm.
where you live with your husband and your 2 kitty cats.
Oh my Lord, I love them.
I know.
Allie and Abby.
Yep, they are your pride and joy, aren't they?
They are. They don't even talk back to me.
No, they don't. They're not sassy at all, are
No,
they?
They aren't. They're very loving.
Okay, so this is going to end part 1. If you have any questions that you would like for us to ask Grandmom about her life or anything that she did or any milestones, please submit them. All right. Goodbye, everybody.